Hello, my loves. So today we're gonna be talking about the Naruto versus Sasuke fight, and it's like a review and whatnot. So excuse my ratchetness. I just took a shower. It's like 1:46 in the morning, and I'm just like I'm pretty much just ready to go to bed, but I just had to share my thoughts on this fight. So, I have read the manga. I know everything that happens, but I will try not to spoil anything. So, let's get right into it. It starts with like the leaves, the representation of the fact that they're Konoha ninja, and that is pretty much what the leaves, the purpose of the leaves. And then it starts like Sasuke just talking his crap, like, yeah, I'm a little bitch. I'm upset about the fact that all of this about Itachi happened, and now I'm going to do this stupidity, and I'm going to kill everybody, and it's gonna start with you, obviously, my best friend, and I'm just going to be a complete dipshit about life. So here's like where the viewer is just like they're just sitting here like, stop talking. You know what? Just stop talking, because the only thing that's coming out of your mouth is stupidity. So it's like about 5-6 minutes just talking about crap, and then Naruto's just like, you're talking shit. Shut the fuck up. You're not going to be Hokage, just, you know what, swerve. And he's like, blah 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 blah, yeah, blah blah blah. That's just setting the mood, and just pretty much Sasuke's blah blah blah. That's it. Then it skips to the Sage of Six Paths. He's like, thinking about all of the responses the response that he got from Naruto and Sasuke, and he's like, okay, Indra, Ashura, don't fuck up again. And then he's just like, alright, bye bitches, I'm gonna go watch the fight because I'm bored. And then you can see Sakura just being there, uselessly laying down. And then it skips to Naruto and Sasuke, and then it has a flashback. My boyfriend was annoyed about the fact that there was more blah 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 on top of the blah blah blah, and I was like, yeah, but they're doing this just to like put it all together and have this be really the final fight and just get you hooked on it. So they do the blah 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 of way back when, and then they start by just like punching one another, and they're using taijutsu, and they're just like whatever. And then it's the really cool part when they're fighting and Sasuke starts doing the hand signs for the fireball, and then that was like really cool and impressive. And we see that going on, and for a second as we're watching the fight, we start thinking, look, they're exhausted, and it seems that Sasuke has the upper hand. Is Naruto gonna lose? And obviously that's what they want us to think, because Naruto is, he's the main guy. He ain't gonna die. So then you see Naruto using the shadow clones and like punching Sasuke like, bitch please. And then Sasuke gets thrown into a wall, and Naruto does 2 Rasengans. And then you see like a gangbang going on of like 4 or 5 Narutos trying to fight Sasuke. And he's like, Sasuke's kicking ass, he's holding his ground. And then it goes to like Sasuke using this new jutsu that we haven't seen. It's using like the Amaterasu flames, and it's super cool. But then we see Naruto actually being able to counter that with Kurama's chakra. And my sister once told me that pretty much Naruto would be nothing without Kurama. And I was like, no, he still has, his Sage Chakra. He can still go into Sunny mode. And she's like, yeah, but you can't really use that during the fight. So Sasuke has the upper hand because of his visual Kakegenkais and all of that. And I was like, yeah, I see where you're coming from. But now since Naruto has control of Kurama, you can see he can, fight Sasuke and actually hold his ground. And then you still see the fact that because Sasuke has the Rinnegan and the Sharingan, he has speed, so he does Susanoo, and Naruto counters what Sasuke throws at him, like the little arrows, and then you see this badass moment when Sasuke just comes flying towards Naruto, and then Naruto pulls out like Kurama's chakra, and he's like, yeah, bitch, you wanna fight? Let's go, yo. And by this time, the viewer's just there like, oh my gosh. And they're like fighting it out, and then the fist bump happens. And when the fist bump happens, you just if you watch Naruto, there's going to be like some blah 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 about to happen. So the fist bump happens, and obviously blah 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 does happen. It's really cool though, because you see little Sasuke, and then you see little Naruto and their lives separately, and then you see older Sasuke with little Naruto and older Naruto with little Sasuke, and you see that it's a representation of now they're not alone, despite the fact that all of their lives they felt like they were alone, and they felt like nobody cared about them. They symbolically are there, and they accept one another, and they're like, okay, I know you've gone through this, but now I'm here. And despite Sasuke still being stubborn and a dipshit, he understands that. So after that flashback, or little fist bump thing, it's like you see them fighting, and they're like screaming like ah, and they're like getting the power up or whatever, and you see like the older Naruto and Sasuke fighting the first fight in the Valley of the End, and you start seeing like kind of as if it were a tribute or an AMV of like all of the fights that they've had, and you see them going through and still fighting and it's just really cute, and I was fangirling so much while watching this, so I'm trying to calm down and not fangirl. And then you obviously skip back to the fight where Susanoo and the Kurama Chakra are fighting, and they're like, why, Sasuke's like, I'm gonna F you up, and Naruto's like, bah, Felicia. So then you see this moment where Naruto for a second grabs Sasuke Susanoo by the foot and throws him on the ground. And when this was happening, my boyfriend and I, we were like, okay. I turned to him and I said, baby. And then he turned to me and said, now things are gonna start flashing and it's going to be saying warning yaoi, because he calls yaoi, guy on guy, yaoi. He can't pronounce it for some reason. So I was cracking up because that's exactly what I was thinking about. But he says it's like so funny. And so we have that yaoi moment, and Sasuke's like, no, bye Felicia. And then we see once again, this is like the second or third time that we see Kirin, Sasuke's like thunder cool ultimate jutsu, and we see that, and then we see Sasuke with his Susanoo just standing there like, yeah, bitch, you're about to get in the booty. And then we obviously see Naruto getting up, and they both know that he's not trying to kill him, and they're just, Naruto's just trying to stop him from being a little bitch. So then they clash together with like their jutsus, and there's this huge explosion, obviously typical. And then they're in the little, in their hearts or whatever. And Sasuke's like, "Can you shut the fuck up? You're talking too much and not fighting. I know you understand me. I understand you, but I still hate you, and I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna kick your ass because you're my best friend." What? What? I thought Uchihas were smart. What? What? I was like, this guy, he's just whatever. So I was laughing when I was watching this, because I was like, he's so smart yet so stupid. And they have their blah 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 moment. And at this time, we're just like, okay, let's get back to the fight, because we all know this blah blah blah. So then Sasuke's like boasting, like typical, and then he's like, "You're not gonna kill me," and Naruto's like, "Yeah, bitch, I'm not gonna kill you." And then Sasuke does the thing with like this is not Edo Tensei, obviously not. The planetary devastation thing, and the ones where the Bijus are in the balls. And then this moment is where I said, this is when Sasuke is getting his balls. And I was talking to Mandy-nee. We were watching it like each of us were watching on our computers, but we were talking on Curse. And I was like, this is the moment when Sasuke got all of the balls, because he realized that he has none. So he gets the balls, and then he starts feeding the chakra to Susanoo, and pretty much like the ghetto statue thing, whatever. Well, the first episode ends with just him and the balls. It happens, yo. And I'm just going here and actually watching the episodes by parts, because I have horrible memory, so I want to remember what I was talking about. So basically, it was pretty much like the first episode is the blah 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 and setting the scene, because they go way back. They've been like friends forever, so their friendship has had to go through so many things, and it's only natural for them to have a little blah 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 and then like go full. So that moment where Sasuke brings the Shinra Tensei balls, or whatever those are called, is when you sit there and you think, why is he being such a little bitch? Like, Naruto doesn't like deserve this, because he's tried so hard to bring Sasuke back and like help him, stop being a little bitch, and the least he could have done is like not been such an asshole. But obviously Sasuke is Sasuke. So I'm gonna stop the video here, and then I'm gonna do another video and put them together. I'm not very good at it, so it's not gonna be edited. Who do you think I am? I can't edit stuff for my life. So this is pretty much part 1, and it will end like right here. So you can go take a break, come back later, or like, go get popcorn, come back, because I am doing the second episode like right now. Okay, so see you in like 2 seconds. Okay, So the second video starts off, you know, it starts obviously, you know, like the intro, whatever, you know, that's obvious. But the second episode starts, you know, with Sasuke standing with all of the balls surrounding him, you know, and then the balls, his son becomes like a Gado statue thing, and the balls start giving him the chakra of the tail beast. So then Dark Kurama, which is inside of Naruto, he's like, yo, this is bad. This ish is bad, okay? I'm not sure if it's Dark Kurama or both are inside. I think it's just Dark Kurama. And then he's like, okay, this ish is bad. You know, he's going to make Susanoo the best soul, and it's pretty much like a Gajo statue. So careful. And then the Susanoo gets like this power up in this new look, and it looks like, to me, it looks like Karthus from League of Legends. So I turned to my boyfriend, yo, this is Karthus. And then after he finishes up with his like power up in his fashion design, Naruto's like, alright, I'm just gonna and then Sasuke's like, that juice is bad, why are you doing that? At the same time, they're both overpowered, so whatever. Then like when Kurama punches in, you know, he kind of sucks the chakra or whatever, and Sasuke kicks all of their asses and escapes. And, you know, you're not really sure which one's which at this point. You're not sure which is the real Naruto or whatever. But then you see when lightning is down, you're like, it's just you and me. Then it's the fight going on. Like this really overpowered shit, and he's about to like kill Naruto because he does Angel's Arrow. And just then Kurama was done with getting all of the natural energy, and he pops and goes back to Naruto, and then the three Kuramas unite and have like 3 heads, weird looking thing. It's pretty weird, but it's kind of cool. So then you see like the power up on both sides, and then Naruto does 2 Rasen Shuriken with the tail beast bomb, and the other one I'm not really sure, but he's like all badass and shit, and Sasuke's like, oh, you finally gonna kill me? And then it goes back to again the flashbacks, and you know. Then it's like the same thing. Then when the flashbacks are done, Naruto's like, I want to fight you, but I don't want to fight the bitch ass that you are right now. Okay, so Sasuke is like, you know, and then they start fighting again, they're there, whatever, blah. And Sasuke keeps on talking his crap, whatever, you know, typical. Their jutsus clash and there's like this huge explosion and everything is going all over the place. And then it gets to Sakura and Kakashi. Sakura obviously being useless and still passed out, and Kakashi protecting her. And then you see how it's like a tornado kind of thing going on due to all of their power. And you take a moment and the video like starts showing off the destruction and everything, and then it goes back to Kakashi and Sakura, and Kakashi just stares at her, and like he feels pretty useless himself since he can't really do anything due to Naruto and Sasuke just battling it out and whatnot. So he's there feeling like all useless and whatnot. Then we skip back to Naruto and Sasuke, and you see again the leaves, or at least we're skipping back to the scenario, and you see like the leaves once again, because this is all just a portrayal of them being ninjas. And then you see Naruto and Sasuke. This is when we skip back to them, and you see them falling down, and you're like, okay, I think this is the end, but it isn't. They're like pretty much they have no energy left. They've used everything they've got, and you know, they're trying really hard just to survive right now. And they're both pissed at one another, and they're gonna use then Kurama's like, okay, you know, I just saved your ass, okay? And Sasuke throws the dark flames. I can't think of the name right now. And Naruto stops it with Kurama's chakra. And then we see Sasuke is running out of chakra. He doesn't have Kurama. It's not like Naruto, you know, he doesn't have this power. So Sasuke's like, okay, pretty weekend at this point. I don't have chakra, and then he sees Naruto coming up to him. He gets like kicked in the face and whatnot, and then you see, oh, you know, Naruto has the upper hand now, definitely. And then Sasuke turns around and Naruto and him both punch each other in the face. Then Sasuke summons some Shuriken and whatnot, and he hits Naruto with his left and his chakra. He hits him with the Chidori, and then Naruto kicks him in the face and punches him. And at this point, Sasuke's Chidori runs out because he has no chakra, and then Naruto has your thing in the hand. He's going all over the place, and then he trips and falls on his face, which there's a gif about it, which is hilarious. Mandy sent it to me and just started cracking up so bad. And at this point you see both of them, they're pretty weakened. You know, they're like, they're fighting, but they're just done fighting. Like, they have no energy to keep on fighting, but they both know that neither can admit defeat, and they have to fight and win. So they're like all up in one another, and Naruto is pretty much done with his life, as is Sasuke. And Sasuke gets up and kicks Naruto in the face, and Naruto falls backwards or whatever. And this is like a representation of Sasuke's utter hatred. He's like, you know, I hate you. I hate everything right now. this energy that I have right here, this is adrenaline because I'm this and I hate everything. So this is my hatred allowing me to get up and to keep the face. And Naruto's pretty weak, so he's like looking at Sasuke. And they're, Sasuke starts punching him, and you're like, shit. So you sit there and you see Naruto beating the shit, or Sasuke beating the shit out of Naruto, and then you just see Naruto's face and you want to be sad about it, but then Naruto grabs Sasuke, pulls him down, and headbutts him like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. That was like pretty broken. So we see Naruto get up, and it's like, it's hope coming back to us. It's like, this isn't over. So Sasuke's like, give up, whatever. They're both beyond tired. I mean, they've been fighting for a while now, and they've used so much chakra and stuff. So they're human, they're ninjas and whatever, but they're technically human. So then they resort back to punching one another and whatnot, and it's pretty serious at this point. You're like, you sit there and watch them beat the shit out of one another. You're like, holy crap. And you watch them fight it out for a bit and whatnot, and you're like, oh shit. So then it goes back and they do another flashback. But this one, despite me sounding annoyed right now, this is kind of necessary because we see everything that they've gone through. And then afterwards, they skip to Sasuke, Sakura and Itachi, and you sit there like, yeah, they're fighting. And Sakura's like, oh my god, they're fighting. And I'm like, yeah, useless, they're fighting. What are you gonna do? You're gonna cry about it? I'm sorry, I'm a Sakura hater. And then it skips back to Naruto and Sasuke, and this is where I lose it and I start cracking up, because they're fighting, but they're so weak that they can't even fight anymore. So they're like punching one another just like weakly. It's like, and they look like two drunk people just like, you drank the last beer. They look pretty funny. Despite the seriousness, I think that they did a really good job in animating everything, but I feel like in this moment where they were animating it, it was supposed to be a moment of you seeing that they're weak and they're like done with their lives, but to me it was just hilarious. And then Naruto and Sasuke, they're like fighting, whatever, and then Naruto's headband falls, and that's like, to me, I think that was a symbol, and it was a symbol of, we're ninja, but we're friends, and like, I want you back at the village, but I'm really weak right now. And it was like this moment of, I need you to stop being a bitch. And then it goes to Kurama giving Naruto like the last bit of his chakra. He's like, yo, I'm weak as F right now, but look, I got this chakra for you. And then we see Sasuke sucking it up, and this serves a purpose. This right here is because Sasuke had no chakra left. Naruto and Sasuke, they're pretty much equal, but when you think about it, Naruto has Kurama, and Kurama is like this endless chakra. And when you see that Naruto's about to get a power up, pretty much, of more chakra, you're like, but what the hell? Sasuke has nothing like that, so it's kind of unfair. And that's why they did the whole thing of Sasuke sucking in the chakra and it also served as a purpose, like another stone for the hero. And in that moment, when Sasuke's about to fuck him up, Naruto's like, you know what, I'm done. Bye, bitch. And then, Naruto punches him in the face and sends him flying. And Kurama's like, yeah, good job, whatever. And then we see Naruto picking up his headband because that is a symbol of home to him. And he picks it up and puts it in his pocket. And then we see Sasuke coming out of the cave the punch created, and we see him come out of this little cave thing. And this moment, my boyfriend is like, he's doing like a voiceover thing, and he's like, where's the Wi-Fi? The Wi-Fi ran out. And I'm cracking up because that is literally what happens when the Wi-Fi comes out. Like when the Wi-Fi runs out and you come out of your room, like, what's going on? And so that was pretty funny, and then, they do their blah blah blah. Why are you still fighting me? Why do you always cock block me? And he's like, Naruto's like, because you're my friend. You said it yourself, ya bitch. And then Sasuke takes a deep breath and he uses the chakra that he had sucked from Naruto and turns it into like this new kind of flamey chidori kind of thing. And you think it's like super cool and whatever. And then it skips back to Naruto and Kurama, and Kurama's like, yo, I'm about to knock the F out and just go. I have like no more chakra. This is all the chakra I have, and I'm gonna give it to you, so don't be a little bitch, don't get it sucked up, and fix this. And then Naruto does the fist bump, and that's like the traditional like Naruto kind of thing. And Kurama, you can see that Kurama himself has changed because of Naruto, and I think it's really cute. And they even show the flashback of Naruto, and Naruto telling Kurama that he's gonna go after all of his hatred someday too. And then it's like, okay, Kurama gives him chakra and all, and then the little leaf starts falling down, and we all know that the leaf is a representation of them being Konoha Ninja and whatnot, as I said earlier. So when the leaf finally falls down and it touches the ground, they charge, and that was really cool. I mean, it's obvious because it's Naruto, but when the leaf falls down, they just charge at one another. And then the cool thing is when they do like this kind of tribute, and you see Jiraiya's hand come down and help him do the Rasengan, and then you see his father Minato's, and then you see the rest of the people that nobody really cares about. It's like the rest of the ninjas and whatnot. But I think that was really cool when you see Minato's hand and everything. It's like, it's finally coming to a conclusion. And then they do this cool thing where they show all of the Narutos, like little Naruto, Naruto from the Naruto, and then they show like, when the Valley of the End, and then now Naruto, and then it does the same thing for Sasuke, and you see that and you feel like a sense of, it's really ending. This is really the final fight. So that happens and you're super, super, super excited for the outcome, and you already know what's gonna happen. And then when they finally clash, the gigantic orb thing of chakra comes out like it did in the first the valley thing, where in their first, not their first fight, but like their first serious fight, when they both hit Rasengan and Chidori, how the explosion happened and Naruto was knocked out. But in this time, you see their power, and you see how much stronger the explosion is, because it destroys everything. It destroys pretty much the valley of the end, and this huge ass orb is seen, and you're super excited for it. And then obviously, you know, it ends there. But I just think it was super cool how they did at least this final episode. It was pretty much just using a lot of symbolism, and you see that, you know, Naruto and Sasuke, they are the opposite of one another, like yin and yang, and you see them finally resolving this huge thing that they have going on, and that huge ass orb is like super exciting for me. I know what happens, and many of you probably already know what happens afterwards, but I just wanted to do a review on these 2 episodes in specific because they're so amazing. They're like what we've been waiting for forever, or you know, like since the first Naruto versus Sasuke fight at the Valley of the Ends. You know, you're waiting for this to happen again, and it was amazing, and the animation was great. You know, there was a little bit of animation fuck ups. You know, there's always gonna be, you know, you can't just expect it to be perfect. But it was so amazing, and I loved it. I was super exciting. I was so excited. I was squealing and everything. So this video is obviously going to be about 40 something minutes long. Thank you for watching my video, and thank you for sticking through and like seeing me reviewing everything and just kind of talking about it. It's really special to me, these next few episodes, because it's like the end, and I'm super excited about them. Thank you for watching. Please like the video, comment what you think, like, you know, some points that I brought up, and like if you think otherwise, comment. I love when we can get into an actual discussion about this. That would be amazing for me. And remember to subscribe, which the actual button is like right here somewhere. I don't have the animation as all huge YouTubers do because I suck at life. Yay! So please subscribe and comment and like the video. Do whatever you want. Share so many people can see me reviewing and talking crap. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Thanks for sticking for like 40 something minutes. Thank you. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time only on Diamante Rose's Mikey's channel. Bye.